Alright, the second handout, 5.1, these are word problems now, and we're going to be comparing which one's a better buy, which one's better gas mileage, better rate per day, etc. all the way down through. Again, I'm going to do the odd ones and let you do the even ones. Alright, number one, you can buy 3 apples at the Quick Mart for $1.32. So I'm going to go $1.32 on top divided by 3 apples, and notice this is a rate. Okay, a rate. I'm going to compare different things. And then the other place, you can buy 5 of the same apples at the Stop and Save for $1. So I'm going to compare that to $1 divided by 5. And then it says, now, which is a better buy? In this case, the better buy is which one do I pay less for? Okay, so let's do the first one. That's going to be $1.32 divided by 3, and I get 44 over 1. That's going to be 44 cents. Okay, 44 cents per 1 apple. So that's how much 1 apple is going to cost me, is 44 cents. The other one is $1 divided by 5, which is going to be 0.20 or 20 cents per 1 apple. So which one's the better bargain? Well, over here, the apples are going to cost me 20 cents per apple. So the better buy is the Stop and Save. Okay. Stop and Save is definitely better buy there. Alright, going on to number 3. Gas mileage is the number of miles you can drive on a gallon of gas. So again, it's going to be miles over gallons. Okay. Again, this is going to be a rate since I'm comparing different units here. A test of a new car results in 580 miles on 10 gallons of gas. Okay. 580 divided by 10. Okay. So if you divide that out, that would be 58 miles over 1 gallon. Okay. So I just simply divide those out. How far could you drive on 75 gallons? Well, if 1 gallon, I can go 58 miles, then 75 gallons times 58 miles. Again, each gallon I can go 58, so I'm going to multiply these together. So 75 times 58 gives me 4,350 miles. That's a lot of miles. Okay. Number 5. An ice cream factory makes 350 quarts of ice cream in 2 hours. How many quarts could be made in 48 hours? So the first thing I do is I divide this out. 350 quarts divided by 2 hours. And I get, let's see, 350 divided by 2 is 175 quarts for every hour. Now, if I could go for 48 hours, how many quarts would I do? That's just going to be 175 times 48. So I multiply those together, and I get 8,400 quarts. So there's my final answer there. Okay, 8,400 quarts. Again, the number of quarts per hour, and then times that by the number of hours. Okay. And lastly, number 7. A Ferris wheel can accommodate 35 people in 25 minutes. How many people could ride the Ferris wheel in 2 hours? Okay, so if I divide this out, it's going to be per minute. Okay, so 35 people divided by 25 minutes. Okay, so 35 divided by 25, and I get 1.4 people for every 1 minute. Okay, so now the question wants me to say how many people could ride the Ferris wheel in 2 hours? Well, how many minutes in 2 hours? Well, I know every hour 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So 2 hours would equal 120 minutes. Okay, so then I just got to multiply 1.4 times 120 minutes. So 1.4 times 120 equals 168 people. Okay. So there's my final answer, 168 people. Alright, so the next thing is for you to go through and do the evens, 2, 4, and 6, and check your answers, see what you get. Hopefully you get the correct answers. Just follow me through the way I do those problems, and you should be all set.